I really need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Shush, cat. Shush. Yes, you get on my nerves, but shush. Hey guys, this is Josh with Next Step Cubing. What we're going to do in this video is the last of our CFOP series, which is to do PLLs. So we're going to permutate this last layer. Now, just like OLLs, pretty much in this one, we're going to just look at the patterns that we see for the last layer and do the algorithms to solve the patterns. In all, there are going to be 21 different algorithms to solve this in pretty much one step. However, we're going to break it down into 2 steps to make it easier for everybody to get started with PLL. So let's get started with the first look. All right, for our first look, what we're going to do is make sure that our corners are in the right spot, okay? So what we need to look for is to see if we have any 2 corners that are matching. So in this case, I do have 2 corners on my left side here, okay? So when the 2 corners in the left side, this will be the same as the beginner's method. We're going to do the T-permutation. So that's R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F. Sorry, F prime. And when you do that, it'll bring all the corners into the right spot. If we don't have any corners in the right spot, then what we're going to do is the Y-Perm. The algorithm for this one is going to be this. We're going to do F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. Now, if you notice, the last 2 parts of doing that was actually doing the sexy and the sledgehammer moves together. So doing this algorithm puts all our corners in the right place if we didn't have them in the right place to begin with. So that's all we need to do for our first look. So now we can go on to the second look. All right, when we start looking at the next part or the next step, we're gonna look at where our edges are placed and where they need to go. So first thing is, if I have a side or a completed layer like this, I'm gonna turn this to the back, okay? And then I'm gonna see where my remaining 3 edges are. So in this case, I see that I have orange and red that are opposite of each other here. So when those 2 colors are opposite, on the right side, what I'm going to do is our UA algorithm that we learned in our beginner's method, which is going to go like this: R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. The next one that we have is the same case where we have the completed side in the back. We're going to look at these now. We don't see the opposite colors here. The opposite color is actually going to be on the left side. So when you see the opposite color on the left side, we're going to use the UB algorithm, which is going to be the reverse of the UA algorithm. What it's going to look like is this: R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. So when we're doing the next algorithm, if you're looking around and you don't see any completed sides, in other words, there's an edge that's off on each of the sides, what we're going to do is one of these 2 algorithms. Now, in this case, if we look at the front and the right side, and you notice those 2 edges need to switch with each other, we're going to do the Z-Perm, okay? Z-Perm is going to go like this: M2, U, M2, U, M prime, U2, M2, U2, M prime. and then it will bring everything in place. Okay, if you're looking and all your edges are actually opposite of each other like this, then we're gonna do the H-Perm. And H-Perm is easy. It doesn't matter where you start off as long as you just do this algorithm. M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. Now, these two algorithms that we're talking about, if you have any trouble doing the M slices where we're doing this, and we talked about doing M slices in finger trick video, but if you have any trouble doing this, look in the descriptions under the H and the Z-Perm to look for alternative algorithms to solve these. Whenever you're doing the PLL algorithms, the best thing to do is just to practice, and you can do that by, again, like we do in the OL, just do the same algorithm over and over again until you see the case that you need to solve, and then just solve it. Now, these cases might be longer than they are in OLL. However, there are not that many cases to learn, so it would take you less time to learn all the PLL than it would do in the OLL algorithms. Another trick to know about is whenever you're doing an algorithm, you don't necessarily have to turn this upper layer to make it face complete back. If you notice, this is a complete side, so I can just leave this in the back. I can do the algorithm like I normally do. And then what I can do is a UAF, which we adjust the upper layer. So we'll turn this to be able to fix our upper layer for whatever we need to fix it to. Okay, for overall doing CFOP, if you make a mistake, don't let it be the end of the world. Just go back and try to correct the mistake. Now, if it's a major mistake, if you're having a lot of trouble just doing one step or the other, then take the time to actually go back and review all the steps just to make sure that you are doing the right thing. It's going to be a whole lot easier for you to be able to go back and redo over and over and over again, learning how to solve, instead of making a mistake and then just getting frustrated and quitting halfway through. Really, for PLLs and for CFOP, that's all I have. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, just drop a line on the bottom. I want to thank you guys again for watching and for being a part of this series. If you want to, you can leave a like at the top here, and other than that, I hope to catch you guys on the flip side.